Hi guys, I hope that you're all keeping well today, and you're keeping yourself occupied and during this quarantine time, trying to keep yourself safe and find things to do and just, generally keep yourself happy as well as your family. So today I want to talk about a certain fear and how to overcome it, similar to the devotional plan that we did a couple days ago. So that feeling I'm going to cover today is the feeling of feeling inferior. And I think that it's quite a common thing that people will face in their life, whether it's one time or many times, and it can be quite a scary thing to tackle. So that's why I wanted to talk a little bit about it and also explore what the Bible may say about it and how we may change our mindset about how we view ourselves. So firstly, I wanted to explain what inferiority might mean, and of course this is going to be different for every single person, but generally it's the feeling of inferiority is when we feel that there is something that everyone else or someone else has that makes them better than us, and it's obviously like a negative feeling because we almost put ourselves down because we feel that they're better than us because it's something that they can do that maybe we can't do. So this can range from many things like your appearance, your intelligence, just anything about you, really. And usually the main problem with this is that we're comparing ourselves to people, or we're comparing ourselves on values that don't really matter. So they're like the wrong values. And so it doesn't really matter, whether you're smart and someone isn't, or they're smart and you're not, or if everyone else is extroverted and you're introvert. What really matters is what you do with the qualities that God has given you. So it says in Psalms 139 verse 14 that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I just think that this shows what favour we have to all be individually created with His image, in His image, and we all have our different qualities that we can use to do many different things that may be different to other people. So we shouldn't really have to feel any less than someone because they can do something that we can't. And I know for me personally, I know that I'm not a singer, and it's not really something that I've ever really been good at, or that I think I will be good at in the future. Whereas I know that Andy can sing quite well, and that she uses that skill to lead worship. So obviously this could make me feel inferior to Andy purely because she can sing and I can't, and that may make me feel bad, and that could be a major problem for my confidence. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that Andy's better than me because she has a quality that I don't, because that also may mean that I have other qualities that Andy doesn't, and I know that Andy won't feel bad if I can do something that she can't do. So generally what I'm trying to get across there is that inferiority doesn't necessarily have to be a thing. We don't really have to fear it, because there are things that we may do, but we may have the ability to do that other people can't, in the same way that they may be able to do things that we can't, but it doesn't make anyone else better than the other person. So in 1 Chronicles 28 verse 20, it says, "Be strong and courageous and do the work. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord God is with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you." So I think this is quite a good verse to remember, because it almost just tells you that even though you may feel disheartened or discouraged by something that's gone on in our lives that someone may be able to do that we can't, I still know that God has a plan for me and my life, and that He'll use the qualities that I have to prosper my life. And I also know that I can turn to the verse in Philippians chapter 4 verse 13, which says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And I think this is a really wonderful motivational verse, seeing as it kind of tells me that no matter what else other people can do, that I still know that God will make a way for me and use my qualities, and it doesn't make me any less than anyone else. So I just wanted to encourage you, if you ever feel disheartened or less than someone else, just stay strong and remember that you aren't inferior. In fact, you're the exact opposite. So in 1 John chapter 4 verse 4, it says that he that is in you is greater than he that's in the world. And the way I see this is that we have God on our side and in us, and that means we don't really need to fear anything or anyone else, and that we can use what we have to make our life better, the world better, and the people around us better. And so I hope you guys can take something from this message, and I just wanted to challenge you that if you ever feel like inferior to anyone or anything, just remain strong and remember that you have your own qualities and skills, and even though they may be different to someone else's, it doesn't make them any less important. So I just hope you guys and your families continue to keep well during this time of quarantine, and I hope to see you guys soon.